Well, hello and welcome to all of our viewers from around the world. I'm Fiona Langsharp, IBCLC Director of Communications and MC here at Gold Learning. Well, this is an exciting day because we're talking about celebrating, and we have a very important date for you to mark on your calendar. Right now, it is March 1st, and we will be celebrating all the IBCLCs around the world. Now, that's an exciting day, of course, for IBCLCs, but it should be for anyone around the world. Elevating and talking about breastfeeding and chest feeding in families is definitely a time to celebrate. We want to support families around the world. So we are here for all of you. So no matter what area you work in, you are welcome to come and celebrate with us here at Gold Learning. So mark it on your calendar now. This will be a free presentation to all of you. You'll be able to earn yourself a free CERP, which is just so exciting. And on top of that, we've got an amazing speaker for you. So here we have Janiya Mitnaul Williams, who's going to be here with us, talking about something that I have to say I'm very passionate about: breaking the silos, understanding the connections between labor interventions and lactation. Welcome to you, Janiya. It's so good to have you here today.
Thank you, Fiona.
So please tell me a little bit about what your life work looks like today and what's been happening. You and I had the pleasure of working together just recently on our academy here at Gold, but tell me what's been happening in your life since then.
Yeah, so since then, when I first became an IBCLC in 2015, I started, like most people, working in the community. And then I decided, let me work in the hospital setting to see what that looks like. And in the hospital setting, I quickly realized that there were not many IBCLCs who looked like me. And so I wanted to bring in more underrepresented folks into the IBCLC profession. So in 2020, I assisted with launching a Pathway to Lactation training program at a historically Black college and university. It's actually in my alma mater, where I attended school at North Carolina A&T State University in Greensboro, North Carolina. And we have graduated 2 classes. We are currently in our 3rd class right now and taking applications for our 4th cohort. But
Wow.
since the gold recording, one of the really cool things that we were able to do is start an outpatient lactation clinic for the community. So it's free to the community during the spring semester, so our students
Mhm.
can get more outpatient hands-on experience for their
Right.
clinical hours. So really, that's what I have been doing.
Oh, wow. And you know what? I'm having this flashback moment because we had this conversation. You were in the planning process and stages when we worked together last.
Yep.
But this is fantastic because really it's come to fruition.
Yes.
And now you're in your 4th cohort of students coming through. What does it mean to those students who maybe felt like this was an unreachable, element in their lives? What are you seeing from these students?
Absolutely. Just they are so passionate about birth work and then the birth worker that they want to become, especially from the lens of a lactation consultant.
Mhm.
I spoke with some of the graduates from the 2021 class, which was our first class, yesterday, because during our virtual open house sessions, we bring back our graduates so they can come and
Nice.
talk to the prospective students. And all of them are now employed in hospital settings.
Wow.
And just hearing the stories, and I mean, they're NICU, LND, mother baby, outpatient,
Sure.
just knowing that they were able to go for this goal and now they're assisting other families with their breastfeeding and chest feeding journeys.
Yeah.
It's definitely something that I'm most excited about.
Oh, that is amazing. Okay, so uh, people are going to want to know where you are. So describe to people where you are again and how they reach you. Is there a website? Tell me. So folks listening in right now, they might have this, desire to be part of this as well. So please share.
Yeah, absolutely. So I'm located in Greensboro, North Carolina. And to connect with me, if you go to ncat.edu and type in human lactation, our webpage will automatically launch. And from there, you'll find my contact information, such as another webpage to float to my direct email address, our program's email address, and my phone number.
Oh, that's fantastic. Well, yeah, thank you for sharing that. And I know for these students, I mean, it's been such a wonderful gift, not only from you to them, but think about the families they're going to touch now,
Absolutely.
and that's what it's all, that's what it should be about. We do a lot of focus on that. That's my core is, let's get to these families, right?
Mhm.
As best we can. Thank you so much for, your determination, your tenacity to make sure that this happens. And here we are. I can't wait to hear what's in the future for you and your students, and keep us updated, because I think this is something that needs to be replicated over and over again.
Mhm.
And I know that people, want to know how to do these things, how to set them up in their community so they can provide education. And I know that you love to share so much. Let's talk about the topic that we're going to be learning about with you. I'm celebrating on March 1st. So, breaking the silos, understanding the connections between labor interventions and lactation. Can I just say right off the top, I am still hearing that elements of labor and delivery, different interventions don't cause any problems at all, don't cause anything. So, are we going to get to the truth here? What is really happening? What does the evidence show us? What's the anecdotal evidence show us? What do the experience show us? Are you going to teach us all of this?
Absolutely. That's something that I hope to come across with very well for our audience of attendees
Hmm.
that day. Going through the newer research myself, and this really is something that I'm passionate about too, because just speaking to friends and to patients who have recently given birth, in everyone's mind, it's two separate things. And so when I explain to them, well, every cause has an effect. So why does this one thing that's all encompassed together
Hmm.
not have a direct correlation to how the breastfeeding and chest feeding journey starts? You know, anything that could happen during birth, during pregnancy, in the immediate postpartum, and in the postpartum. So many times people automatically assume that it's just the physical elements that can affect the breastfeeding and chest feeding experience. But what about that person's actual, emotional and mental
Mm.
experience? With birth, was it a traumatic birth? Were they supported? Are they supported in their postpartum period? Because those things also affect that journey. And I believe that it is our goal as IBCLCs to protect, promote, and support. And that's what we're going to talk about on IBCLC Day.
Boy, you make that sound so good. But I know that this topic is truly a very big one. And I think that, I mean, we're meeting families often, at this very heightened, they're very porous, they're feeling everything. The direction that they've been heading in often is not the one that they thought they would ever be in, so there's so many emotions. And I think that I would love, to hear more conversations about that. I don't know what you're talking about in all your presentation, but I'm telling you right now, I'm struggling. I've been in this business for a long time, but yet I see these conversations come up again and again with my clients, with other, I hear from my other peers in the community. Is it true for you? I mean, you've been around for a while working in perinatal, tell me, why is it that we're still at this point where we have to connect for people, that there isn't a gap? There's no gap in these relationships. They're all tied together. Why is that? Why is it that we're still here?
I believe that it's just folks have always thought that, okay, my job is done after I come and I catch the baby, or the baby is surgically removed, and they don't really carry on the conversation about how to feed the baby.
Right.
And that directly impacts why they've made the decisions for
Hmm.
someone, or and that will also come out in the presentation. Is it out of convenience that some of these birth interventions take place? Or
Hmm.
is it medically necessary? And then the percentage of those that are actually medically necessary. So I don't want to step on toes, and I definitely respect everyone in all of the professions that assist our
Sure.
families. But I think we need to go back to actually having a conversation with the
Hmm.
the birthing person and their family, and find out, okay, what are your desires? How do you plan on feeding your baby? and how can we help you reach your goal?
Mm.
And I think that just conversing will take us further. We
Yeah,
don't do a lot of communicating.
absolutely. Absolutely. Well, we're definitely going to get into it, and I'm excited. I'm excited for it because this is a big conversation, and it
Mhm.
means that we can all contribute to this. Folks who are listening in right now, you can post in the comments below. You can come to this live event. That's what's so amazing about this particular day, March 1st. Open access to all of you. Join in the conversation. Be part of the live event. You can go to the website right now at goldlearning.com and register for this event. This is our webinar for IBCLC Day. You do not have to be an IBCLC to attend. In fact, we invite everybody, anyone that is, ever with a family at this particular time. This is going to be a really important topic. So I'm encouraging everyone to attend. And I know that you feel the same way. We're all in this together, right? In terms of working with families. So if you're working with families at this particular time, this is definitely going to be the webinar for you. Thank you so much. Thank
Thank
you for
you.
just touching the lives of so many. And I just think of those students. I can just, envision the warmth and love that they have, and how they've achieved so much in a short period of time, and it is absolutely amazing. So congratulations to you, your team, and all those amazing students that have graduated and now have jobs as well. That's absolutely fantastic. Thank you for joining me here today. It's been lovely chatting with you.
Same to you, Fiona. Thank you.
Yeah. And thank you to all of you listening in. We're so glad that you were able to spend some time with us today. We will look forward to seeing you online. Again, just head over to the website at goldlearning.com and register for this live event, Breaking the Silos and Understanding the Connections Between Labor Interventions and Lactation. That will be on March 1st live. And if you can't make it to the live, don't forget, we always record our events. And so you'll be able to register and come back and listen at your convenience. Thank you so much for joining me here today, everyone. And we'll look forward to seeing you all soon. Bye-bye for now.